Welcome to episode 20 of Everything Under the Sun with your host, Pooja. This is the last episode of 2020, and boy, what a year this has been. Never before has a year been such a mixed bag of everything. Usually, a year sums up pretty neatly as a good year, or a bad year, or an average year. This year has only one adjective to justify it: crazy. That's right, crazy. No year in the history of humanity shook each and every human being at the same time with the same intensity as this one. In terms of the evolving universal consciousness and the feeling that we are the same, this hits a score of 100. Not all of humanity is there yet. There are a few who even refuse to believe that there is a pandemic. But such people will always be there in each generation, isn't it? To me personally, it was a true roller coaster. The setbacks and fresh starts were equally exciting and equally intense. The year started a bit mellow, much like a roller coaster on the first climb up, slow and steady, where you feel comfortable and a bit excited. Reaching March, all hell let loose. Like when the roller coaster takes that first plunge and you think, what was I thinking getting into this? The plunge that followed was deep and scary into the unknown. Not just the lockdown or the pandemic, but I was dealing with personal physical issues that were new and unknown too. Never have I felt so out of control, so helpless, internally and externally. In the middle of the year, it was a bit fun, like when the roller coaster turns a smooth corner on the lower level and you have just enough courage to open your eyes and smile wide, proud of having made it so far and enjoying the adrenaline rush. It was similar. It was similar in the mid year. I had launched a few creative projects and made few changes in lifestyle that had started giving good results, and I was feeling good. My physical health improved, and I could see the light getting a little brighter. As is with roller coaster rides, this was short lived, and the middle phase fizzled out with the next climb and another deep plunge, leaving one to think, how am I still here? Through this year, challenges have been personal and global for all of us. Sometimes the personal stuff was too hard to deal with, and sometimes the global crisis brought tears to my eyes, looking at the struggles of people outside. Then there were moments of personal discovery, launching new projects. Ideas would flow so fast, I had to rush to find a pen and paper just in case I would just forget that idea and it was just gone. I welcomed new feathered members into my family. That is, three cockatiels and two African lovebirds. One of them is like my own winged angel, my little cockatiel Coco, literally sitting on my shoulder all day long and distracting me when I need to be distracted the most. It amazes me. There are times when I get lost in my thoughts and they're very deep and intense and I'm feeling a little tense, and there he is nibbling at my ear and bringing me back into the now. Amazing, isn't it? The way he looks at me just melts my heart each time. And the way he claims me, snuggles with me, and pecks at my lips, he is spoiling me so much. I feel sometimes it's high standards for any man to reach. I discovered the love and language of birds, which I had never ever imagined I would. Even my close friends thought it was an impulse buy and that I'm not a bird person. But what I found was beyond expectation. I am still learning, but it has been a true blessing. I made new friends this year too, although remotely, but some genuine and warm people entered my life. They are already appreciating me so much, and I'm so grateful for these souls who are standing as my advocates, whether at work or on a personal front. A few friends who provided that support system to keep me going. We all need a support system, and I pray all of you get a similar support system in your life. This year also has been a conscious effort to connect with existing friends more than any other year, I think, thanks to the technology of a video call. Also, there were times this year I questioned, what is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of it all? I saw near ones lose relatives, friends, colleagues, and neighbors to either the virus or other natural causes. I saw political upheaval and the battle for human rights. I saw nature's fury in the form of fires or cyclones. Personally, I dealt with physical pain, standing up for myself to people who were dismissive, refocusing on my projects when I felt like giving up, and the day my female cockatiel Mango flew away due to a freak accident, not to be found again. As I watched that tiny, frightened bird shoot out of my door into the sky, my heart just knew she would not survive. Random happenings and unexplained loss has been a theme for everyone around. Loss of people, pets, friends, jobs, the list just goes on. Yet, just enough positives and good days to keep us moving ahead. My resilience astonishes me each time. Each time I feel I cannot go on, I do. And then when I look around, I see the same in everybody around me. Resilience. Resilience would be the one positive word that could describe this year. Close enough to encompass the one trait that has stood out in humanity. Last year, around the same time, I started my blog. It was a leap of faith, and when I look back now, it was the first domino in self expression. It led me to believe in myself. The response I received from all those who continue to read and follow my blog has been amazing. I launched my first podcast series, which is this one, Everything Under the Sun, in March. I executed it within 3 days of getting that idea, and I had no clue how to create a podcast. I surprised myself. Sometimes we forget that if we set our minds to something, nothing is impossible. I am closing 2020 with a second podcast series and 3 new creative projects already started for 2021, which I cannot wait to work and share with all of you. This is not me bragging. In a sense, this is an observation of how mixed this year has been so far. A lot of great stories and books also entered my life in 2020. I have not finished reading any of them, to be honest, but have started reading them. I am grateful to my mother for inculcating this habit in me. I remember the excitement as a child when my parents would take me to the local book fair. Looking at thousands of books stacked up on numerous stalls, it was like Disneyland for me. I would proudly walk out with a dozen or so books. Though my reading nowadays is not as much as it was back then, I still try to keep up. The significance of words, books, thoughts, and ideologies passed on from the pages of that book to your soul are something only a true book junkie can understand. I am excited about sharing these great books and the reviews with you as we move into 2021. As with last year, this new year too, I have no demands and expectations from 2021. I do not dread a calamity, neither do I expect the world to turn into a fairy tale. I am happy just being. The journey is what matters, and as years pass by, it is getting even more evident. Life is not a destination. There is no need to rush. The need is to take a deep breath and be in the now. Take a deep breath in with me and leave it out. The exact moment of taking in the breath of air and letting it out, that is the moment we need to be in. Living each emotion with sincerity and doing the best we can at every moment, just experiencing life. It may be experiencing the boredom of being stuck at home due to a lockdown, or the thrill of traveling to a new place after such a long time. It may be the sadness of losing a loved one, or the excitement of inviting someone new into our life. It may be sharing your lunch with someone hungry and poor, or cooking a 5-course elaborate meal for yourself. The art of being is life. Welcome 2021 with wide arms and a promise to yourself that you will strive to just be. Wishing you all a very happy and prosperous 2021. May the universe shower blessings and may you be in the vibration of receiving those blessings. Stay safe and loads of love. Until 2021, signing off, your host Pooja.